Hi guys, Gilly Hunt here, and as I'm filming on the day that the clocks have sprung forwards, although this is going out later in the week, I thought I'd bring you a rather spring-like little flower with some pretty little daisies on. And it's following on from my A to Z of foils, where I punched out some foil pieces, and this is the a little daisy I punched out of foil using our wonderful foil punch. Foil punch? It looks like foil, doesn't it? Our daisy punch, and this is the large daisy. We have a small one too, which is wonderful. So this is the large one, and we're using this one, and all I've done is punched out a piece using our ordinary foil papers, and we're going to use the foil to resist the inks in a moment. So let's get going. I've used Seriously the Best for my wonderful big thanks, and I'm going to get going now. So the first thing you need to do, and I'm not going to give you measurements today. Oh, I've got all sorts of bits on my paper here. Oh, sorry. Right, I'm not going to give you measurements because you may choose to make this a big card, a small card, any size card. It could be a little miniature one with a different greeting on. So it's the technique that's interesting today. So all I'm going to say is take yourself a card, the size you want for your envelope, so twice the size, minus a little bit, fold it in half, so that will go into your envelope. I've used Smoky Slate, and then I've used Gorgeous Grape as my surround, then cut a surround which is just ½ an inch smaller in both directions, which gives you a little ½ an inch nice little surround, and then take a ½ an inch smaller for the white central piece, and that will give you this tinier little surround. Okay, so map yourself those up in your own way, in your own colours, and then this is what we're going to do. Now, I've already inked up my blocks because just it's quicker and it saved me getting really gooey. I'm very good at putting my finger in this when I do this, so I've just inked onto each of the blocks from my coloured pad. So all I've done is taken the pad and dabbed it down onto the block. Now, some of you are quite happy to use your daubers into your blocks to pick up the ink, which you can, but I like to pick mine up off the block. That way I don't get such dry patches on my ink pads, and I don't risk scuffing up the front of my ink pad itself. So this is Pool Party, this is Highland Heather, and I'm just loading up my daubers, and you'll notice I'm doing it in a circular motion and making sure I do plenty of circling on the block afterwards, because what that does is it absolutely makes sure that that's really thoroughly mixed across the pad of the dauber, so I'm not going to suddenly get a block of dark colour on this side and pale on that side. Okay, so that's Highland Heather, that's now Pool Party, and last but not least, some Sauve Saffron, and I'm going to load this one up with that. Okay, and here we go. Let's take our daisy, and I'm going to put it not quite in the middle, I'm going to put it just slightly out to one side, and I'm going to take the Pool Party, and starting from the centre, moving outwards, I'm going to just stroke this lightly and gently all the way, and notice that I'm going right off the page because I don't want any sort of funny stripes and bits. So I'm going right off the page in some cases, and in some cases I'm just flicking it upwards so that it sort of flicks up and off. Okay, and you'll notice the one place where I didn't go up or off is there, and that's where I've got a tiny little stripe, but never mind, we can work with that. We can just fill that in a little bit in a minute. So there we go. If I take that off, I've got a lovely daisy shape, and now I'm going to come in to this side, and I'm going to go with the Highland Heather, and again I'm just going to just gently, starting from the centre, very gently moving my finger. I'm trying to do it so you can see it here, which is not as easy as you think, because my fingers keep getting in the way of the camera. Sorry. So I'm just going to splish outwards Okay, and there's our purple, and a little bit of purple in this corner too. So once again, I'm just letting that, okay, and there we go. Now I've got a little piece here which I would have liked to have had a bit more blue in, so I'm just going to go in very gently with a little bit of blue just to fill in some of these edges, because it would be nice. And look, I'm working in and across very gently because we don't want suddenly to have a nasty patch. Okay, so I'm just going to come in gently. There we go. And the last thing is to pick up that yellow, which was the So Saffron on the dauber, and just to, and I'm trying to show you, just to press it into the centre of the daisy. Oh, try not to drop it. Press it into the centre of the daisy, press it into the centre of the daisy, and there we have our lovely little card. And all I'm going to do now is ink up the thanks, and the thanks is from the Seriously the Best stamp set, and there's this wonderful big thanks. It says you're seriously the best, but I just want the thanks for this one, and I'm just going to stick it into the corner. And that's why when we very first started I suggested that you move that daisy just slightly up to not quite central, so that we get that little span of daisies around. Isn't that beautiful? And now all we do, as if by magic, stick it on there, and if by magic we have our card. Thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed that quick little video from me today. Thanks, bye bye.